Malaysia looks to be heading for a state of emergency. Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin's entourage was seen leaving the King's Palace at 7:10 p.m. after an audience with the ruler. Earlier this morning, Mr. Muhyiddin chaired a special cabinet meeting to decide on emergency measures. This is to ensure that the upcoming budget session in Parliament does not result in snap elections if it fails to pass.
What does an emergency entail and what can we expect in the coming hours? The Straits Times Malaysia Bureau Chief, Shannon Teo, has the latest from Kuala Lumpur.
So an emergency proclamation in Malaysia confers the government of the day special powers that it ordinarily does not have. For example, it can make laws without putting them through Parliament, without the legislative procedure. Of course, one of the things that's supposed to happen next month is that it's supposed to table a budget for 2021. This ostensibly is why it wants an emergency. Given the political imbroglio of the past 1 month, where you are unclear whether Prime Minister Muhyiddin still had a majority, having an emergency right now avoids having to put the budget to a vote, and so avoids testing whether he actually has the majority of MPs in Parliament. There is speculation now that the Agong had several queries about why we needed to go into an emergency. There is some speculation now that maybe the emergency proclamation might not happen tonight. Prime Minister Muhyiddin was reportedly scheduled to go live on national television at 8 p.m. Obviously, we overshot the timeline, partly because the meeting went on so long. So there's a bit of a lack of clarity as to what's going to happen tonight. But clearly, over the weekend, Malaysians are asking the question, are we in an emergency? Are we not in an emergency? Markets will reopen by Monday. There has to be some clarity by then. So we are expecting, if Muhyiddin doesn't speak tonight, he has to say something over the weekend.